Hey, bitch. What's the goddamn deal, man? Let me rub my two fingers together, man, and pray to the mighty gods, hoping they bless a young brother's game. Amen. And we can start the show. Oh, man, this show here, you know what? On the road again, like Willie Nelson, you know what I'm saying? On some good Eddie and a couple of Bud Lights, you understand? And no, I'm not drinking and driving. Get off the gas, man. You know what I'm saying? I drank before I drove. But I am feeling good, though. You know, so anyway, let the show begin. Today, what do I have for y'all, man, that ain't, you know, engulfed with me, and me. Me, myself, and I. Being that this is the All Things Feed Network, you know what I'm saying, the Slow Nerd will bring to you the I Think I'm Blackballed podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to dedicate this podcast, you know what I'm saying, to a young brother. I don't know if he's deserving, not deserving, you know, but, you know, I think the best CD, you know what I'm saying, for 2017, man, especially for the winter. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not shitting on Kendrick the Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Big Crit came out with a monster, you know what I'm saying, an overproduced project. I mean, that nigga Quincy Jones the hell out of that project. It was like Teddy Riley, New Jack Swinging and shit. It was too many sounds in that motherfucker. It was too much going on, you know. But now I think Big Crit put out the best project by far. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a spokesman. I'm not a qualified spokesman on the subject because I don't really listen to rap too much, man. I don't really listen to too much of the new rap. I don't feel as negative about it as a lot of people, you know, about the you know, all the people talk about the drug use and the mumble and all that. It's just that it's just not. It just doesn't speak to my soul. You know what I mean? My soul as a person. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes stuff to speak to your soul, man, don't necessarily have to be 100% positive or 100% negative. It's just something that you can appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the quality of one's mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you're listening to a comedian, you know, sometimes, you know, what the cat is saying is not important. It's who's saying it, why he's saying it, and a dude has a unique way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what set Biggie apart from everybody. You know, it wasn't so much of, you know, it was the way he speak. I mean, only Biggie, especially in the 90s, right? Like, we got, I'm finna relate, the cat I'm finna talk about is Dark Low. I'm finna relate him to Biggie right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of cats nowadays doing this here. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of takes the value from it. But, I mean, Dark Low just packages the little project perfectly, man. But Biggie would say lines like, hitting fannies, spinning chips and mayonnaise. Excuse me, man. I'm just now realizing this post-nasal drip kicking my ass right now. But who said some shit like that? Now, I would have said some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the time when gangsterism was on the rise and niggas was afraid of saying something corny. But I know the difference between saying something corny and saying something clever. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard Biggie say some shit like hitting fannies, spinning chips and mayonnaise, I said, man, that was important that he did that. He just opened up a whole nother porthole. You know what I'm saying? To where niggas can take lyrics somewhere completely different now. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear Dark Low say some shit like, I'm the shit like I farted who got low started. You know, that's one of them kind of lines, man. You know what I'm saying? It brings flavor to the album. You know, the album got all kind of flavor in it, man. It ain't just the pot roast soaked in broth. You know what I'm saying? He got garlic, he got seasoning salt, he got bell peppers, he got all kind of shit up in there, man. So shout out to Dark Low. And just for putting out a project, man, it deserves a second listening to. You know, another thing about, you know, when I say stuff like this, I believe music is a social experience. You know what I mean? So just because a motherfucker go hard, You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily mean that you can put him in the top 5 or top 10 or whatever you rank, because nobody else knows this motherfucker. I mean, you have to have some familiarity. You know what I'm saying? And Dark Low is a cat that I kind of watch. He kind of crept up on me because I really don't pay no attention to none of these cats, to be honest with you. You know, even though I look at the places where they advertise, I look at DJ Academics, I look at Vlad, you know what I mean? I look at all types of media that promotes these young guys. And the only thing I get from it from the most time is, that nigga name is what? Like, these niggas got some stupid ass names, man. Like, names that's just, you know, and you know, shout out to the cats who do it, because it is flavorful, you know what I'm saying? But at the moment, you know what I'm saying, especially like you go to battle rap, just read down the line and listen to the niggas' names. You know what I'm saying? It's where do they get these? What kind of lab they created y'all at, man? They trying to start a whole new, you know, revolution, or, you know, we just gonna bombard them with some shit they don't even know that they want till we force them to want it. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But I ended up getting hold to AR Ab and Dark Low. You know what I'm saying? And I was checking out that Blow 3. And man, you know, it took me back to the old school. You know what I'm saying? It took me back to the, you know, the way you feel, you know, when you hear let me see, a duo, man, that just really went good together. Ghostface and Raekwon or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, Styles P and Jada. You know, just going back and forth. But be honest with you, these cats' chemistry, man, may have been a little bit better. I mean, it's just one song, so you can't just give a nigga the title for one song. You know what I'm saying? I never heard Blow 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? But that Blow 3 was a amazing cut, man, and you know, it just took me back to the days, you know what I'm saying, where I was pretty much letting my window down, man, hanging with my partners, man, smoking on a big old blunt, trying to let the whole world know what we listening to. You know what I'm saying? I would bang that Blow 3, you know what I'm saying? You know, in my younger years. But so anyway, man, I got down to the Dark Low, and you know, I was just on YouTube like I always am, driving trucks, you know what I'm saying, trying to find something to keep me occupied. And I run across Dark Low bandanas. I see, you know, out of ARAB and Dark Low, I think I was kind of checking for Ab more than Low. Not saying Ab outshine Low, I'm just saying I wasn't really checking for Ab. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really checking for Low at the particular point in time. I didn't think he really had anything to offer, you know what I'm saying, by himself, like solo. So I played this jam called Bandanas. And the first thing, man, that blew my mind, man, the nigga said, I can't recite it word for word because it makes absolutely no sense to me. But it gives it some replay value because it makes you laugh, because this dude is smart, this dude is clever, and this dude is witty. So the fact that he would even have some shit that don't make sense to you at the moment of time you listen to it, make you have to hear it again in glee, and joy, and delight. Just make you just want to holler when you hear the nigga say it, because it's like, my nigga, it makes no sense. And it's jamming. But he said some shit like, gun hand on the handle, I'm Santana. I don't know how they made him Santana. Pants sagging 100 racks, I'm Tony Danza. I'm like, man, how the pants sagging 100 racks make this nigga Tony Danza? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it gotta be a correlation somewhere, man. And I'm gonna keep on playing that motherfucker and keep singing it to myself until I figure out how the gun hand on the handle make him Santana, and how 100 G's, hold up, what do you say? I'm Santana, 100 racks in my jeans, call me now I'm Santana. Say, man, but anyway, Dark Low bandanas, if you're listening to it, man, check out the song. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I heard a lot of music this year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kendrick. I always love Kendrick, man, and I always kind of overlook him. But one thing I will say is Kendrick's super consistent, man. So if you put anybody before Kendrick, you gotta be insane, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact that he's very complicated. Schemes are very complicated, and he's super consistent. Way more consistent. So I used to say I can't put him above Eminem because to me he sound like a lot of Eminem, and I can't put him above Andre 3 Stacks because to me he sound like Andre 3 Stacks. You know, he sound like, you know, he studied those guys. And those are the guys that you want to study. You know what I'm saying? If you want to consider yourself a prolific, complicated rhyme schemer. I'm gonna have to give Eminem some love too, man. I see a lot of people shitting on him, and people ain't really realizing that it's 2017, and you got to go back to '97 with M. You know, back in the '90s, before battle rap had got big as it is, and before Disaster got big as he is, and Cannabis had kind of folded in the hip hop game. Eminem was the only one in that lane, and he was blowing motherfuckers out of the water. And I hear a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, compare him to other rappers, and they say, well, I can't fuck with him because he want to kill his mom, or he want to kill his baby mom, and black rappers can't rap about no shit like that. I'm like, nigga, that's what make it hot. That's what add to the aura. There's a lot of cats, man, that come from, you know, households of abuse. You know what I'm saying? And even though those have not came from a household of abuse, they still can relate to it. They still understand where it's coming from. And the fact that it's coming from a white guy embracing hip hop, you know what I'm saying, minus what the corporations may be trying to do with him or whatever. We know all the other gripes, I get those too. But what the fella added to the game, you know what I'm saying, in a position that he was in early, hey man, he rapped about the shit he was supposed to rap about, which made it even more crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, when you black, especially in that particular part of time, when you black and you came out with Timberland boots, you know what I'm saying, or you know, come from down south, you come out with a Cadillac or some shit like that, you got on the proper uniform. Well, where does a motherfucker come from who can't sell crack in the hood? You know what I'm saying? Who not even up for being entitled an OG in the hood? Where did that motherfucker come from? What's his uniform? How did he get in the game? And so you get a motherfucker like Blondie, man. You know what I'm saying? That came out, you know what I'm saying? And he said, hey man, you know, now that I'm in the game, you're gonna see a bunch of motherfuckers look just like me. You know what I'm saying? And so the mark that guy made on the game should not be denied. And I can see how you can listen to it in 2017 and say he not all that. After you done heard Disaster do his freestyles and shit on very Eminem-ish on you know, the battle rap scene and shit, you know what I'm saying, and all the battle rappers who, you know, use a lot of words that don't really be on no beats and very controversial lyrics, you know what I'm saying. But at the time when Eminem was making those kind of lyrics, he was the first person that would do it where it passed underground. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, you had your Cannabises and your Chino XLs and your, you know what I'm saying, your Supernaturals and all these cats that had these heavenly flows, Black Thought, you know what I'm saying, all these guys had these heavenly flows. But Eminem had the magic along with him to make it mainstream. You know what I'm saying? So mine is what people say, man. Anytime you judge an artist, you gotta take the mainstream as part of the thing that make you hot. Because putting magic on people, man, is one thing, but maintaining it is another. And to be honest with you, I think we've heard all from Eminem that we wanted to hear, unless, you know what I'm saying, he go back to the